Okay, let's click the calculus and go to continuity and one-sided limits. And I believe this is the section here we need to look at. 2.1, 2-1, I mean. Hey, we're doing something a little different here. We got to find the limit if it exists. We have the limit as x approaches 10. Now this little minus sign up here says we're coming in from the left only. So this is a one-sided limit. This is a one-sided limit. Okay, let's see. Let's head over to the whiteboard. Okay, let's lighten the color up a little bit. We have the limit as x approaches 10 coming in from the left hand side. That's what that means. As x squared minus 100 over x minus 10. Now in the previous section, finding limits analytically, we did this problem. Now you notice there's not a symbol here, a plus or a minus, which means that we're coming in from both sides. Now let's just go ahead and find this limit right here. Let's do that. So if we did the direct substitution and we plug 10 directly in, we get 0 over 0, which means that we need to factor this thing. So let's rewrite this limit. So we end up with x minus 10 times x plus 10. And it's all over x minus 10. And now what we can do is cancel out some like terms, rewrite this limit as x plus 10, and then do our direct substitution, and we end up with 20. Now, since this limit exists and it's equal to 20, we can say that this limit right here as x approaches 10 coming in from the left hand side is also equal to 20, because what this means is right here, this guy right here, is that if we had, now I'm just going to call this f of x, alright, so I have to rewrite all that. So if I have the limit as x approaches 10 coming in from the left hand side, which is f of x, okay, and then we have the limit as x approaches 10 coming in from the right hand side, this is 20, this ends up becoming 20, therefore they're both equal, and since both of these are equal, then we can say this. Okay, but we went ahead and just went ahead and found the limit. Alright, and there was 20, which this actually implies that both of these guys here must be 20, coming in from the left and coming in from the right hand side, that they both must be 20. I mean, if this limit exists and it's equal to 20, then this has to be true right here. Okay, this must be true. And which means that if this is true, then that means that this guy right here is true, and it's equal to, I don't know what happened there, got a line going, is equal to 20. Alright, it's pretty much that simple. Okay, so we just kind of do this particular problem just like we normally do limits, right? Find that limit, and then we can say, okay, well then that number is equal to that number there. Alright, it's really that easy. However, if the limit doesn't exist and we can't factor it, then we do need to find the left-handed limit. And usually that happens, that means that we probably are going to have to do that numerically. Okay, we'll have to probably do that numerically. So anyway, it's not that big of a deal. Don't get crazy with me now. All right, and I'm not sure if I even have anything programmed for the help or not. Oh, well, we go through a bunch of wordy stuff here, talking about the existence of a limit, which I talked about, coming in from the left-hand side and coming in from the right-hand side. And if you notice, okay, it says the limit of g of x as x approaches c is L if and only if. Okay, if and only if means that it's true coming, I don't know, we're getting into the theory, how to prove theorems and stuff now, but anyway, if and only if means that this is true going back in the other direction, then that means that the limit as g of x as x approaches c is equal to L. Well, anyway, if and only if, it reads in both directions. This is a one-sided limit, and we are approaching 10 from the left. Sorry, we can't get everything on the screen here. I guess we probably could if I did picked up the whole web browser, which is actually cool. Then think about doing that. We got the definition of continuity at a point down here. Went ahead and threw that in. We talked about that also. So anyway, we got a little bit too much information going on there. But there it is. And you just need to come over here and practice. Right? Practice makes perfect, and we know where we are. All right, see you there. Bye.